Hey everybody, hold on just one moment, making sure everything's ready. Alright, so welcome back to some more Xenoblade Chronicles. I have been not sure when I wanted to start this, to be honest. I wouldn't really start, get back to it. You know what I'm trying to say. I've been doing this periodically because I didn't want to dedicate to another full stream of an RPG after I finished Dragon Quest, so naturally, I took this, really slowly. Hey guys, welcome to the stream. Hope you're all doing well. I've had an alright day. Not been absolute best. We can talk about that in a second. Right now, you got a cutscene. Might be a little bit of stuff you guys have missed out on for, anybody who hasn't played the game, but I just got around to the Prison Island segment, and this is where the story gets pretty interesting. I think we're, right around the halfway point in the story, too. This part is really, really good. I think we're probably going to only be in for, I don't know. I'm not sure how long this lasted. It's, either 30 minutes or, an hour or something.
Be true?
I interrupted too much, but yeah, I only intend to do Prison Island and part of the next area, Valak's Mountain, maybe just a cutscene. I'm not going to go through that area on stream. I have something I want to do in that area, but I'll wait.
Yes. That sword, could it be the...
Today's session is probably going to be really short.
Possibly. And that location, was it...
The vision is a sign. By your will, it can be changed.
Get my controller closer. These cutscenes are really
We
good.
must consider all things. Everything. The capital. And the lives of our people depend on it.
Right. I guess I'll have to give a little bit of recap in a second. You guys missed out on quite a bit, despite me not playing in a while, and it's kind of hard to decide, which part of this I want to stream to begin with.
Shook! I think that's Melia up there.
It feels so weird looking at this game in HD. I'm sure I've said that before, but, I'm used to playing this on the Wii. I know the 3DS version looked like crap, and this game deserved to have a good HD remake. I hate talking over voice acting, so I'm gonna try to be quiet during these parts.
Unworthy of this calling, or fail to protect the ancestors or the Bionis, I promise here and now to throw myself on the mercy of you, the people.
Most majestic. That fragile girl in the forest is a distant memory.
But which one is the real Melia?
I ask this not as Emperor Saurian Antiqua, but as a father. I do not demand that you act as
This
protector, but
this game brings back memories. I played through it 2 times before this. Hey Zachary, welcome to stream. Also, hey Ember, sorry if I didn't say anything earlier.
The same girl.
Like I said, I'm not trying to interrupt the cutscenes too much. Playing this from before, I still remember all of my first playthrough or two, extremely well, so all the, plot twists don't even surprise me, because my memory of it's, really, really good. Kind of interesting to, watch people, somebody who's playing it new, or somebody who's playing it for, the first time in ages, and, see them react to stuff, and I just remember this stuff well because I like this game a lot.
I did not interfere with your ministerial affairs. In fact, you should be thanking me.
I remember this part back when I played it originally.
We have
One of the
all
first parts that made
information
Alvis look really
we know that
suspicious.
such a Telethia cannot hurt them. You see, nothing can befall him before he sees his dream fulfilled.
Right, I think the cutscenes are almost done. There's one more section before I finally get a little bit of room to keep talking. Oh, right, this part's important. There's a little bit of this that's missing, but if you played it, you've already seen it. There's Mechon invasion that started, which is why it triggers this bit of the story arc.
We don't need her. Look at me. Look at me, goody two-shoes. Let's just see if you hold back the screams when his blade gets a taste of you. I love a warm welcome. Let's settle this machine to machine.
Fuck. I think this game almost never got an American release, and it's so good. Like, I remember reading up on, like, the details of it to discuss that in a little bit, actually. It's a hell of a story to talk about.
3 cheers for Melia.
Right, but we're still no closer to that murdering-faced Mechon.
Once we reach Prison Island, we'll get our chance. I've seen us there. It must be true.
Shulk, man. Maybe we can still persuade Bigwings. Melia's crown princess now. I reckon the Emperor might change his mind.
Maybe.
Right.
I'm starting to debate whether I should change Charlotte's outfit. I didn't intend for her
Give him time.
to wear that because I don't know if I
There's more to this island
need
than we know.
a
Things
different
went
outfit
crazy
changes
much
like
beyond our
that,
understanding.
taking focus off the story. Not like it matters that much, but I feel like it ruins the tone a little bit because it's meant to be serious.
Hey, the adults are talking, Pops.
Ricky want to see Melly. Ricky think Melly's sad too.
I love Ricky.
She might like
Such
a
a goofy
distraction.
character.
All those stiff
And such a
ceremonial
serious, like, cutscene, and
You
his
decide,
only
Joel.
thoughts are just having fun or eating, basically. And yet he's one of the oldest members in the Holden group there. Like, I think Ricky's, like, what, 35 or 40 compared to everybody else, and I think the only one who comes close to his age is Dunban. Yet he's complaining about trivial things that a little kid would. Right, okay, we gotta go talk to Melia, so I'll try to catch you guys up, at least everybody who's not, like, played this, because anybody who has knows the story well enough, I'd assume, and basically, so I did some bits on my own. I think I may have shown, like, the beginning part of this area on stream. I'm not actually sure if I did or not. I don't remember, like, where we called it, but this is where Melia's homeland is. Also, goddamn, I'm gonna get a new Pro Controller or something. This joystick problem is getting on my nerves. My movement is, like, slowed down because of, like, drifting issues. That's annoying. But yeah, like I was saying, this is Melia's homeworld. We were escorting her back, and we just got her back, like, recently in the story. There was a whole arc over, like, before this where Shulk and everybody else got, like, stuck up in, like, a confinement room, like they were being questioned, and you have to go and, like, save Melia from being attacked, so it's a lot. She's supposed to be, like, crown princess, and you had to go rescue her. And then you get, like, a bit of a lore drop about, like, why there's, like, even more importance surrounding, like, the Monado. It's a lot of stuff in a short amount of time, but it's really, really well put together and really, really interesting. I do like the story arc, and as it builds up to Prison Island, it's probably one of my favorites. Prison Island in general is, like, a good story bit. There's just a lot of crazy stuff that happens. Especially since this is where the game starts to go a little crazy with the plot twists. Also, oh boy, more cutscene. I'm gonna use this time to, like, link this over on the Discord, and also I was gonna link this for a friend who might have been interested in watching it, so take care of that right now.
Oh, Melly look amazing before. Oh, Ricky's so proud.
Really? It all happened so fast. What a stunning garden. The arrangements, the fountain. When the colony is up and running, can I steal some ideas?
I gotta say, like,
My late
the
mother
environments in
adored
this
place.
game are incredible. It really is a shame it was put on, like, the Wii as its original console. Not like the Wii's bad, but
Members of the Imperial
didn't really
family
give
have
it
two wives.
best
One
of
Holmes,
looks
one
for
High
its
Entia.
environments.
My
And
mother
there's
is a
so
second
much
consort.
detail.
I am half Homs, half High Entia. Melia.
Millie live here?
Yes, Ricky. Since I was young, I cannot walk outside as you see me now, so this garden gives me much relief.
What's
Wow.
wrong with how you look?
Wouldn't expect that based on the fact we found her off in a jungle, basically
Different ways.
looking for a Telethia she had to kill. She seems like she'd be out more, and yet she has to live a sheltered life.
In less than an hour,
I forgot
there will
about
be a
that,
banquet in the
actually.
palace. I would like
I mean, it
you all
makes
to come.
sense. She is a
Oh,
princess.
he's so hungry, he could even eat Smilly or Luga.
There'll be plenty to eat.
Finally, some decent grub. I haven't eaten anything since breakfast. What's on the menu? Any High Entia specials?
Do not embarrass me at this dinner.
Expectations lead to
I
disappointment.
feel bad for Ryan. He always gets shot on really
I'll
hard.
sit next to you then.
At the same time, then again, he kind of opens himself up to it by saying stupid shit. Oh,
Is
goodness.
there something wrong?
No.
You are a funny one.
Oh boy. This is gonna be a bit of a sad one, because I already know what's happening on this, like, bit of the game. Not the funnest cutscene to watch, but it also is one of the best ones in terms of just, like,
The Emperor.
making a big story moments. I felt like I had to stream this.
Another vision.
Especially since I still want to keep
What did
doing
you
this
see?
until I
On that
finish
tower.
my
On
playthrough.
Prison Island.
What does the siren mean?
Mekon, they're coming.
I wonder how this would do if they were to, like, convert this into a movie, or either, like, make an anime or something, honestly. Like, this game is really heavily story-focused. I feel like a movie conversion would fit really, really well, actually. Hey, Melee Kirby. Good to see you. You came in at a really good point. We're still, like, getting started, and we're a little bit off from getting into the Prison Island stuff, but we're at a really good point right now. Also, God, the music in this game is fantastic. I fucking love it. I forgot how much I enjoyed it. I think the soundtrack, like, when I heard it again in Smash, it reminded me a little bit.
Impossible.
It's like the music is perfectly fitting for the mood every time something plays.
Has come. Your Majesty. There is only one course of action left. We will not waver from our destinies.
No, just, like, casually talking about this, like, I'm kind of surprised that, like, just looking at it in general, like, you wouldn't think this is a Nintendo game just looking at it. It's completely different from what you'd see from Nintendo's. Really big, really high quality, has voice acting, and, like, on top of that, well, it's just got a lot of high production values. Nintendo puts a lot of work into their stuff, but this game has, like, so many extras that you wouldn't expect Nintendo to necessarily go the extra mile
I will
for.
go to the audience chamber.
Hey, C's, welcome to stream. Good to see you.
We're coming too.
Alright, now we're moving again. Like I was meaning to, don't need to bother my characters right now. I think we're good to just charge over to Prison Island like I wanted to. Oh, yeah, goody. That's a little annoying. It's not a big deal, but, like, yeah, I have the, like, really tense music setting the mood up, and then all of a sudden when I get out of the cutscene, just music suddenly goes back to being really calm for whatever reason, despite the fact we all know that shit's going down right now and we can't be messing around.
I'm not sure if that was intended or not. It's just a little weird because, you know, you'd expect the music to stay in place because of the cutscene. Whatever. Right, I did think I missed a few things, actually, that I made. Actually, did I already talk about everything I needed to for recap purposes? I mentioned this is like Melia's homeland we brought her back to, and it's called Alchemoth. Also, I think the game already covered it. She's a different species called Hyentia, which I'm not sure if I remember all the details of. They're similar to the humans in this game. It's a lot to take in. I think I covered most of it like a few minutes ago, but I was just trying to like remember if there was any particular detail that I'd skipped over when I was giving my description. Right, let's keep moving, because I want to keep the cutscenes rolling and keep seeing the good stuff and keep watching all this, because this part is just one of my favorites in general. Just really, really well done. Also, can we just appreciate how good this looks, because seriously, like I said, on Wii and 3DS, this game does not have that great of a look. This HD remake did a great job in this game, or did a great job for this game, and there's so many environments. This game deserved to have like an HD remake and get a nice little like bit of polish. There's so many different areas of different looks and different settings. Like, it's only a good thing that they transitioned this into like HD and made it look gorgeous. This game shouldn't have been stuck on the Wii as its first platform, but would have meant like delaying it even further, so I understand why.
Callian!
The Emperor has proceeded to the island alone. For the sake of the
Right,
Empire.
here we go.
Why did you let him go alone? Father!
His Majesty is fully aware.
Alvis.
Of what will happen to him, and what he must do before then.
You saw something.
I did, during our ancient divination ritual.
If he knows, then why?
Because he is the ruler of the Imperial family and all the Hyentia. We must respect his decision above all else.
But that doesn't mean...
By the way, actually, hold on a second, I'm just checking the chat, trying to think for a second.
No!
So, I'm curious, how many people are playing through this right now, like, either playing through it or they've already, like, finished their playthrough? Just, like, curious to hear from people.
Destiny? We don't need rules to tell us when to save the people we care for. You too, man.
I'm not sure what I was going to talk about, like, what my favorite part of the game is, but I might wait until the cutscene's over. I'm not trying to talk too much. Like I said, I don't want to interrupt the cutscenes, but don't want it to be no talking, so yeah.
We are Homs. Do what you must. But your laws don't concern us.
My apologies, Dunban.
No apologies needed. So, Melia, what's it to be?
I gotta say, these scenes in, like, this particular part of the game are really, really good. Just the fact that, like, well, there's a lot of stuff they show. They convey a lot of emotions. This is a high point in the game, if you ask anybody. Prison Island is, like, one of the strongest arcs, like, in Xenoblade. Also, on top of that, like, I love how this is, like, a really good character building moment for Dunban, even though he already gets a lot of moments in the game. Like, you get to see just how strong of a character he is and see, like, Dunban stand up for what he believes in and, like, suggesting that somebody's life is more important than what the law suggests, like this, like, Dunblade, why did I say it that way? I'm gonna say, yeah, Dunban, and really shows, like, his morals here. Shows why he was, like, a hero in the first place. I like that about this chapter. You get good character development for multiple characters, and that was, like, just a single bit of what I was talking about there. Let me see. I might get Minecraft for PC soon. I've been thinking about, like, streaming Minecraft, actually, for, like, a slight change of topic, actually. Like, I'm not sure if I'll be doing it or not. I think I'm going to eventually. I've been, like, really running my brain through the process of, like, trying to decide on stream games, actually, because by the time this week's over, and I think I'm gonna stream on like all the way till Friday, and I have a feeling we'll probably be going down to my brother's on Saturday, like I mentioned on another stream. I think that was on Origami King, but yeah, I'm gonna be going down there. I've been deciding on like what I should start streaming, because by the time Friday's over, I think I'm gonna be with like stuck with like no games to play. So I have one game I'm currently streaming outside of the two that I'm finishing, so I need to have like some other games ready. Yeah, I might not actually be rushing it too much though. I've been thinking about it really hard for like the decision-making process, and what I decided on was that I was going to keep playing Pikmin 251 like currently and go through it. Oh, more cutscene again. Alright, that's fine. I don't mind. This is nice to get to see the cutscenes, but they definitely jam-packed a lot of them there. It means a lot less time to like discuss stuff though.
Unmanned craft built by ancient High Entia. Is it too much to hope this is the last of them?
Oh yeah, I remember, like, there's a little bit of news I was going to talk about, nothing really big. I might have already brought it up on stream, but it relates to Xenoblade, stuff I forgot about.
They have us in their sights.
They must be our
I have
target.
a few things I want to talk about really, and some of them I'm kind of waiting for because I want to save them for a better suited stream. Like some Mario related stuff I want to talk about. I'll wait until tomorrow to discuss that over the Yoshi's Island stuff though, I think. Want to emulate a Pokemon X is great. I might think about doing another Pokemon game, but if I do Pokemon outside of like me doing what I promised for Let's Go, it's likely going to be like me doing Pokemon Coliseum probably. I think that's like next in line. I could go back to Yellow version or Stadium, but frankly, I think if I do, I'm probably going to save it for another time. I feel like I'd rather restart and do those games properly instead of like just going back to a playthrough that I stopped playing because I stopped shiny hunting.
Showing the way.
Oh, right. I forgot about this part. Not a big deal, but this is a bit of a filler part before you get to Prison Island, which is a little annoying. It's not a big deal, like I said, but I was remembering, like, going straight to the island, and I guess I misremembered that a little bit. We'll have to deal with this really quickly, but hopefully it won't take too long to get this out of the way. I don't remember how long this little story quest thing takes to finish, actually. Yeah, I've been, like, thinking about games a lot. For the record, just in case anybody was, like, curious what I was talking about, because I know not everybody keeps up with, like, my streams. I've been doing 3 things game-wise right now. There's Paper Mario, which we're about to finish, actually. The Yoshi's Island prototype, which I've spent, like, a lot of time on. Now there's, like, only enough content for really, like, one more stream, realistically. So, I've got 2 games I'm already, like, right on the verge of finishing in, like, a single session, which I'm gonna play those both this week and finish them, I think. I don't see any point in drawing it out any longer. I've been waiting to, like, get done with Origami King because I want to read up on, like, spoilers anyway, without actually spoiling myself and, like, see, like, more of the discussion, see what people thought of it. So, yeah, I'd like to be done with it, and I don't feel any need to delay the Yoshi's Island stuff. The only other thing I'm playing is, like, a Pikmin ROM hack. That's just a little bit of context for anybody who's, like, wondering, like, what all I'm talking about. I have, like, that ROM hack is, like, the only thing I have to play right now is, like, a regular game that I'm currently ongoing with, though, outside of those, because those others are about to finish, so I've been trying to figure out new stuff to play. I'm fine with doing Pikmin for, like, all, or I think I should reword that a little bit, but yeah, I'm fine with doing Pikmin, like, all by itself for a little bit, frankly, because I feel like there's a lot of content there, but also I've been trying to, like, experiment with my streams a little bit. It's not been the easiest to, like, set this stuff up, though. For example, I've been doing, like, Parsec recently, where you guys have probably seen I've posted, like, Mario Party 1. Unfortunately, nobody's really been around for, like, most of the sessions. I think I've had one session where I was able to get people on, but unfortunately I wasn't able to get the session long enough to get, like, a full group together and actually do anything with Mario Party, so ended up not really going anywhere with it that first time. Also, I want to do something with, like, YouTube, like, in another stream soon. I don't know when, but I want to do, like, a stream where I dedicate something where we just, like, sit down and we can watch videos from, like, different content creators on YouTube, and just people could recommend, like, a video they want me to watch, or I can search stuff up. Like, I have, like, stuff I've been holding on to watch specifically for this exact person. Excuse me, boy, my brain had a major brain fart while I was talking there. I went to say, I have a bunch of, like, videos from, like, content creators that I like that I've been holding off on watching specifically so that I could, like watch these on stream and with you guys. Oh, great. Fucking enemy wants to pick a fight with me while I'm trying to... Oh my god, this thing just fucking one-shotted me. I wasn't expecting that, I'm not gonna lie. That caught me off guard there. That was fucking annoying. Missed the last stream. And Parsec streams you're playing a game with a friend. That's alright, I understand. I mean, there'll be more sessions of them. I'm gonna keep doing them. It'd be nice if more people joined in. I'm gonna probably, like, jump games from, like, Mario Party 1 to Mario Party 2 or 3 by the time I do the, like, not the next session, but I'm thinking the session after that, I'm gonna probably switch it up a little bit and do a different Mario Party. I still like Mario Party 1. In fact, I do want to set up for doing, like, proper Mario Party multiplayer sessions from, like, all the games, really, that I want to play on Parsec. With, like, you guys, but so we get a little more variety, we can switch between the others that I'm in the mood to play and not play Mario Party 1 on repeat. I have other games, too. It's just a matter of, like, figuring out what works. I did, like, a thing where I was testing some stuff with a friend over, like, Parsec-like stuff, and, like, I was doing, like, Star Fox 64. The problem is I could not remember, like, the controls very well, and it was a little bit messy when I tried that, so I don't know if that worked super well for Parsec. It's not got as much to it, frankly, as, like, some of the other multiplayer games I could play. It's fun, but it's only, like, just doing dogfighting, and I think there's only, like, so many map options. I was gonna do Star Fox multiplayer. I think the game that's, like, the most worthwhile for hooking up for, like, any type of, like, net play is probably Star Fox Assault, because I feel like Star Fox Assault is really good multiplayer-wise, and honestly a really good Star Fox game, so I think it'd work well for multiplayer. I did my end of my stream to be if viewers can join. I've been thinking about it for a while, actually, on how to handle that. I'm personally wanting to do, like, a hardcore run. I've tried to beat hardcore in my spare time and always end up fucking something up, but I feel like if I do it on stream, I might be willing to dedicate more time into, like, hardcore and actually try to be more careful about, like, how I handle stuff. And I've been wanting to do it for a while. I just want to, like, see if I can beat the campaign once on, like, the harder difficulty setting. It's weird because, like, when I play Minecraft, I don't really have, like, a lot of goal in mind. I don't even know why I care about beating it. Sometimes I'll do creative mode stuff, but part of the time it's just like I'll just come on and try to play through it. I'm not great when it comes to, like, sandbox stuff overall, or games that allow you to be more creative. I hate to say it, I have not the best, like, creativity in me, so when it comes to, like, having free roam and do stuff in games, I usually just end up figuring out nothing and wasting away a bunch of time. I'd like to try building stuff, but I also don't really want to do, like, creative mode. At least not, like, initially to try and build stuff, and I never end up really making it because like I said, I've usually been playing in, like, hardcore mode and don't make it very far to, like, get materials to try building shit. The Java version. Yeah, I think I have Java, I'm not certain. I mean, I think the Java version, like, it came with like a free upgrade to like Bedrock, and you can have like both of them. I'm not actually sure. If I stream it, I'll probably do, like I said, hardcore, but my solution I had in mind, which I don't know if it'll work or not, was we could do like server where we do like multiplayer, and also then do like the single player, like when I want to play hardcore, would just be me playing hardcore for a little bit, and then we'd switch to a server when we do not hardcore, excuse me, when we do like multiplayer stuff. That I meant to say, basically 2 different playthroughs, but still during like the same one, I guess. Kind of hard to talk about that in the way that makes sense. Just a way where we can have it where viewers can join in, but I can still get like that hardcore experience on the stream that I want to do. Yeah, I have Java version. I thought I got the Bedrock version at some point. I might have been wrong. I don't even remember like all the details from like the 2 versions. I think Bedrock's supposed to be harder to mod. I'm not really certain about that. I've been thinking about, actually speaking of Minecraft, I've been thinking about like whether or not I want to get Minecraft Dungeons, and I've seen a lot of people play it, and the biggest thing that's kept me away from buying it is that I hear that it's like really short, and also I've thought about getting it on my Switch, but I've heard the Switch version had like a lot of bugs on it, so I ended up avoiding it and not really bothering, and frankly I haven't had like a lot of urge to like branch out to games I'm not certain about to check out right now, so I've been like just buying whatever when I feel like it, although I might get it maybe. I mean, I've got that itch to play something new right now, and I don't have a lot that's really helping with that. I need to get some more games. We're in a real drought for like new games for the Switch right now. I mean, I can't even help but wonder if like this is intentional. Nintendo's not giving us fucking anything, in the last bits of media we had to work off of were like an indie direct and like a third-party direct. That's not really a whole lot, honestly, and kind of depressing just to a little bit of an extent. Bedrock's the only version on the Switch. I mean, I have the like PC version, not Switch version, so yeah, I definitely know I don't have like that because I don't even own it on the Switch in the first place. I play a lot of my games on my Switch, but I prefer to play like some stuff on PC. I mean, there's good reason for each console when you look at it. Actually, I say that, I'm not actually sure. I mean, I don't know what the exact reason to play over, like, play games on PlayStation would be over, like, another system. I'm saying this because I don't know what Sony's big killer feature they even can offer is. I guess they have, actually, they have PSVR. I'm not sure what else, though. I was gonna say, like, Nintendo has their exclusives, Microsoft has the Game Pass, and PC obviously has modding, so there's quite a bit. So shit, I should probably focus on the weaker guys before I go for attacking the big one instead of trying to charge for the strongest enemy first. Oh, god damn it. Ugh. I kinda hate these fucking lizard enemies. They're annoying, since they like to spam, like, stun unlock moves to try and fuck with you. Oh great, this is going not the best right now because of our health dropping. I might be better off trying to see if I can get out of the fight and restart with like one of the weaker ones and then work my way toward killing the big one last. Otherwise this might get ugly. If I can make it, that is. Fuck. They're very persistent too. Yeah, sorry Dunban, I can't really fucking help you right now. I don't want to die. I'm gonna shut up right now until I get the fuck out of here in the teleporter. My god, I know I'm gonna get hit by a fucking fatal blow. Just let me run to the fucking teleporter before it strikes me. Okay, good. That was a little close. I love this game, but sometimes there's certain things in it that can be a little annoying. I know why they do that, though. They try to let you get a chance to, like, strategize and warn your AI buddies to, like, prep for attacks, but at some point, it's like, I really don't need this being shoved in my face while I'm trying to fucking run. Anyway, let's see. Okay, right. I'm back to what I was wanting to talk about, so, yeah. Anything you guys been playing recently that's been interesting? I'm curious to hear, like, what all people have been playing since Paper Mario, because I know a lot of people have already finished it, actually, and naturally probably moved on to, like, new games. I still have quite a bit before I'm done with, like, my Origami King playthrough, but I'm looking into, like, what all I want to play, and trying to, like, look at some of the stuff from, like, that Nindies thing yesterday to see if there's anything worth it, but I don't know if there's anything I want to buy or not, actually. There is one game that kind of interested me that's, like, very, very odd-looking, came out of, like, that Nindy Direct that I don't think I talked about very much. It was called, I think they just called it a Short Hike as the name or something. It's very interesting looking. It looks like it came from, like, the DS era because the graphics look exactly like one of the old DS Zelda titles. Like, it looks exactly like how Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks did. Also, can I use... Oh, he's got my Arcs bound. No wonder I can't actually utilize my healing right now. I fucking hate dealing with that shit. Annoying. Can they get rid of it already? I don't know if we can kill this thing while we're like this, because this thing is fucking basically like a boss type enemy, and oh god, is it trying to fucking bind me where I can't move? Yeah, we should try to get the fuck away from it and engage it a second time without fighting the lackeys if we can, rather than fucking fighting it directly. Don't think that'll go well fighting it right now. Let me see. Hold on a second. Oh god, this is not great. There's so many fucking enemies around here. Fuck, am I supposed to get a little bit of breathing room? I'm not actually sure if wait, does anybody know if the teleporter respawns the enemies if you set foot on it? Because I was thinking about running over the teleporter for, like, avoiding these guys. I don't know if it'll actually get rid of, like, the enemies that are chasing me and keep the ones I've already killed off the map, though. That's what I'm concerned about. But I feel like that might be the only way I'm going to get some breathing room right now. How long am I streaming? It depends. It shouldn't be, like, super long. I didn't expect I would need, like, time to go through and do these little quests here to get this part of the game opened up, though, so yeah, actually to waste a little bit of time to get through, so maybe 2 hours. I don't think it'll take longer than that, but I don't know how long it's gonna take to finish everything. Everything in chat okay? Just checking, because there's only messages from one person showing up, and I just want to make sure that it's not, like, glitching out and, like, not displaying part of the messages. Don't mind, just wanted to check. But yeah, just thinking about, like, games. Let's see, where did I leave off on, like, talking anyway? Talked about that, like, Nindy thing a little bit yesterday. I mean, don't have, like, a whole lot I'm gonna add on to that. I'm interested in some of the games there. I don't think I talked about Subnautica very much, and I have wanted to check out Subnautica before. I don't know if I would like it very much, though. It looks interesting. Oops, wrong thing. I was looking at the wrong menu entirely. Right, let's topple this thing. Ooh, actually, you know what? Screw it, I'll wait a second. This attack is fucking worth it. Every single time. Like 10k damage. There we go. Okay, that's fine. Just checking to make sure. And now it can topple. There we go. Fuck yeah. God, that never fails to feel satisfying. Fucking using a chain attack to get a topple and then fucking locking the enemy where they can't get back up very quickly. There we go. Oh yeah, there is something else I can talk about for kind of relates to the Paper Mario streams, but not really. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. There's like another game that had been... Wow, this thing kind of sucks. It's really annoying, and even after a chain attack, it didn't fucking die and managed to come back and fucking crush me, so... Ooh, that's not great. I mean, at least the game spawned me over here where I can dispatch of the enemies quicker instead of wasting time worrying about it. Let me see. Becoming to less streams. School starts soon. That sucks. I understand, though. I mean, I don't really blame you. It's not your fault. You have to deal with school, so... Yeah, it'll be a little lonely if I have to deal with, like, less chat, but it's not a big deal. I'm used to just streaming whenever and doing the best I can. I gotta say, I do appreciate how things have developed over, like, my streams recently. It feels like things have really grown, even though sub count has not really grown as much recently. I don't know why. Maybe I need to just, like, open up to doing some other games that I haven't been playing for a while, like Mario Maker, but I feel like I've seen more regulars drop by and had more people to talk with. That's just always healthy for a stream no matter what. Like, just having more conversation points helps. Okay, that was my fault. I could have probably avoided engaging that thing and fucking went backwards so it didn't get the chance to fight me while I was alone. I mean, that was even better than the last time, which is weird, because the last time I fought it, I had, like, the other two taken out, so you'd think the big enemy in the center would be weaker and less able to harm me, and it ended up being the one that was... It ended up being, like, taking more damage than it did the time that I fought it alone, though, for whatever reason. No, what are you doing? Don't charge over to the enemies that are on the other side of the bridge. I don't know why they did that. I didn't order their AI to, but that's not very smart. Yeah, we're fucking struggling with these three. Fucking charge in and cause the other enemies on the other side of the bridge to approach us and start beating on us too. Like, that's gonna help our situation. What the fuck is this AI doing right now? Holy shit. Could have told them to focus, but like I said, I didn't expect their fucking AI to pull this stupid bullshit for no reason. If I can kill one of them, that's better than nothing, though. That'll help a little bit. I think that's probably good enough. They're already fucking overwhelming us. This is a problem I have with this game that I think I might have mentioned before. Oh, is my run speed down? What the fuck? I think it is. Shit. No, that's not fucking cool. Fucking bind my movement so I have to die? That's some real bullshit there, fucking, and forcibly stopping me from running. Oh wait, it actually let me get free, thank God. Okay, there we go. Where was I? I'm sorry, I got really distracted by the combat and lost focus on what I was talking about. I'm trying to think, like, what all... I haven't talked about the Nindies thing, but I wanted to, like... If there's anything else I remember that was, like, worth it to bring up out of that presentation. I've seen a lot of the games from the presentation already, so... I don't know how interested I am in streaming some of those or not. The big ones that strike me as interesting are... Actually, yeah, there's a lot that I have played, and a lot that I am considering, though. Like, I played Hypnospace Outlaw. That game is really good, and I've been thinking about it a little bit. I might actually do a stream of Hypnospace. I've been wanting to. Apparently, I didn't know about this until I checked on, like, the video after yesterday's, like, little indie direct happened, but apparently, like, Hypnospace Outlaw is getting, like, new content, so... Why does it keep flip-flopping between targets? Whatever. But yeah, apparently there's gonna be, like, an expansion thing they're doing, and it's called, like, Hypnospace Plus, and it's... I think the idea was it was supposed to be, like, some new content, plus they announced like sometime after the game came out that they wanted to do like something with like Steam Workshop, so they announced that they'd be doing like a thing where they gathered like a bunch of like user submissions for like the game and add them as like a bunch of official levels, and people can make their own custom content. I think the update's supposed to be like new stuff that's from like the Steam Workshop, or maybe some new content that's like been worked on by the like community. I don't know the details of it, but I have interest in it, and I've played Hypnospace on my own before. No, I didn't want to fucking warn him. I was trying to pick Dunban back up. Why can't you just let me fucking get Dunban on his feet like I'm trying to? Oh fuck, that's not good. No! Yeah, gee, thanks game. I try to use my meter for something smart and I get punished by the game thinking I'm trying to do something I'm not. But yeah, I want to play through it again. Actually, I was thinking about whether or not I was interested in streaming it. It is a weird but really, really wonderful game, and I watch it on like a Vinesaw stream. I think you guys will like the playthrough, since it's just an interesting video game to say the least. I can't really think of like a better way to word it right now. It's got a concept I've never really seen before. Like, you're playing on like this game where you're browsing the internet, but it's not just that. Like, you're playing on like an old internet thing, like moderating shit, and it's like you're going through like a 90s version or 80s version of the internet and like exploring shit and like moderating this stuff, and the story is bizarre. It's really, really stylized, and if you've ever used the internet back in like those days and like had like a glimpse of how like web pages as were designed back then, like how people did all their stuff, like the game should like remind you of that stuff like really easily. It's also got some really dumb, really cheesy humor though, with like that exact stuff in mind. I really think you guys will like it, so I think I'm gonna stream that at some point. What's the release date on the Switch version? I was thinking about streaming it anyway, like some point, and I think I'm gonna pick up the stream version. I just need the Switch version and stream that actually. Oh no, please do not. Ryan, please, please. We're so close. Don't let us die here. Shut up the moment I need to kill this thing at all costs. Oh my god. Yeah, actually I'm gonna have to shut up for like just a minute or two until this fucking lizard dies, which is not good. Or maybe I'm going to not make it, because this is looking like it's kind of bad. I don't think I can fucking kill it in time. God damn it. Are you shitting me? I came so close. The fucker had like 1 HP and he wouldn't die. Sometimes the enemies in this game can be really goddamn annoying, actually. Hold on a second. Let me check my stuff. I think I need to put a bit of new gear on Ryan anyway. Let me check, because I think oops, that's the wrong menu. We might check that in a second or two, but I need to give him a new weapon, because I did give Dunban and some other people like new stuff they could work with, and I haven't given anything to Ryan yet. Let's see, Crushing Garter. What is this? Sacred Driver. Is it just auto attack that's upgraded? I mean, it doesn't matter too much, but I just want to get a look at exactly what all I've got here. Yeah, I guess I'll do the first thing here. Sure, we'll do that. There we go. Yeah, that stung a lot. Is a fucking gigantic oof moment. I feel like fucking losing when I was nearly able to survive, just barely. Was that the last time I was thinking of when I accidentally used my like chain attack meter to like warn somebody when I wasn't trying to, or was that attempt where I was doing it just a second ago and lost? Like, if I'm not mistaken and that was what happened, then That could have been, like, directly correlated to why I died, considering that I didn't get to use the meter for what I wanted to, which is really, really annoying to actually see something that I didn't even want fucking contribute to my death there. Oh well, whatever. These enemies fucking suck. Fucking binding your attack and fucking dazing you and not letting you move. That's annoying as shit, actually. Oh god. Please just let me kill the small one before I fucking move. Oh my god! This is my fault. If I had targeted them with, like, focus on the smaller one, I would have probably gotten rid of them instead of wasting around time. I just didn't take it seriously because I had gone into the combat and managed to wipe them out, like, multiple times without bothering to. I'm gonna make sure we prioritize getting rid of it this time. So yeah, like, I'm gonna talk about the indie thing just a little more. You guys saw any games, like, out of that indie presentation you were interested in, or you'd like to see streamed? I didn't remember, like, a lot of it. I kind of have a little bit of interest in Hades, actually. I've never played it, but, like, a streamer I watch does play it, actually, and the art style really reminds me of Kid Icarus a little bit, so that kind of intrigues me a little bit, although I doubt it's, like, similar, but character design looks very, very similar to that, and even though it's not the most interesting looking to me, like, I don't know, I haven't played a roguelike where I've, like, really been interested in it in a while, so I almost feel like I wouldn't mind picking it up. You haven't watched it yet? That's fine, I understand. Okay, I'm gonna go and we're just gonna fucking abandon the fight because if we do, it's probably better. We killed off a little bit of the health on this thing, but I feel like the smartest way to handle this would be to come back in with, like, full health and more of my chain attack meter and use that to fight that guy. I'm pretty sure even if I did do better killing off the lackeys in some attempts, that I'd probably succeed more likely if I actually had all of my health, so might as well get us to regen and attack it instead of trying to fight it with less than full health. Oh, there was another game I wanted to talk about too from that indie thing. There's some, like, really good stuff, and I don't remember what the name of it was, but there was, like, a game that had, like, a kind of Indian look to it almost, or maybe it wasn't Indian I'm thinking of, but, like, there was, like, one where there was, like, a really, really culturally inspired game that was in the middle of that, like, a indie presentation, and I thought that looked kind of neat. I remember that really, really well from the presentation because the art style stood out. Kind of reminded me of, like, a Zelda game to an extent. Like, it had the same kind of art style that Breath of the Wild does, almost. I wish I could remember what it was called. I don't know if I would pick that up or not. I've thought about doing a lot of these games like that, like, especially the open world ones, but I never really bothered to go after, like, anything like that, even though I've been, like, looking at them. Like, the open world stuff does usually look kind of neat. I don't know, might just be me. Also, shit, I gotta be careful here. I'm about to fucking die if I don't watch it. Raji, yeah, that's probably it. I don't remember for sure, but that sounds about right. I think that's probably the game I'm thinking of. Can I manage to get a break on this thing before I actually start on my chain? Because if I do, then I can start the chain by doing a backslash if I do that. Yeah, there we go, that's good. That way I get to take advantage of the fact that I just used it instead of waiting on a cooldown. Let's see. I'll go ahead and do Gale Slash so I can topple it around, actually. Yeah, there we go. Perfect! There we go! This is, like, really good timing. Now I can really fuck this thing up a little bit. I still don't understand, like, what actually ends the chain attack and what it keeps it moving. Like, it's not completely apparent, like, exactly why it just ends at... What killed me? Excuse me? What did I die from? The others aren't moving as far as I can tell. What the fuck just happened to me? Oh my god. Sorry, this has been a little awkward, not intentionally, just this fucking shit that happened all of a sudden in the game where I got slaughtered by these fucking lizards and I ended up getting downed and wasting more time. I'm gonna see if I can maybe try to zip past these guys, but I don't know if it's gonna work. See if we can get further in the game and actually get to the story bit, because I've been trying to do what the game was presumably expecting out of me, wanting to kill these guys, but I feel like at this point I might as well just try to fucking see if I can run away instead. Later, C's. Sucks you can't really hang out anymore right now, but if you can be back later and you want to watch more, then yeah, I will definitely still be here for at least a while. Not gonna be stopping too soon, and I do want to get done with this, so I'll be here if you come back. Let me guess. I bet I need to kill them in order to activate it. Yeah, I can't actually do this unless I take care of the lizards first. Oh, come on! Give me a fucking break instead of fucking dazing me and not letting me fight back, and now the other two just ignored the fact that I was being attacked. Lovely. Chain attack continuing is RNG based. Armor the better odds than more and more turns in a chain attack. That's really weird. I know that Infinity's like, I think that Infinity's like an important aspect of it, but it's kind of bizarre to me how like sometimes you get like the opportunity to keep it moving, other times just nothing happens. Okay, I'm gonna look at my menu. I think I've actually upgraded my stuff recently, but just in case I forgot anything, get some more skills that I need to maybe help me survive this. Wait, did I upgrade shield to max? Yeah, I did. Okay, that's not important then. It's the big guy that's really the problem, honestly, because the big one's causing issues, and even though there's like a billion lizards, if I fucking manage to wipe out the biggest one, all the rest of them will start crumbling like relatively quickly. I just need to take care of the main threat, that's all. Okay, I don't have a lot to work with here. Probably Ryan's got more than anybody, because I actually got new art books for Dunban and spent a lot of his points. Let's see here. Yeah, I got quite a bit that I can use. Oh, man. I've got to say, this is an interesting way to handle, like, a section like this in a game. I don't know if that's the right wording for it, but, like, how, like, you level up the skills. It's not bad at all. In fact, I think it's done pretty well, but like I've never seen a system quite like this where you level up your attacks like quite a bit as you keep playing. And in fact, I don't think the concept of like leveling up your attacks in general is something many RPGs even bother to do. I think that's like something that I've only really seen happen in Xenoblade. I'm sure it's in other games, but I don't really see this anywhere, at least as far as I can tell. Like, that's interesting, and also the fact that you have to go around and, like, look for art books to, like, keep leveling them up forward more and more. Also, like, when you get to, like, a certain point and you've got it, like, leveled up high enough, you have to go kill, like, a monster if you want to get your hands on, like, a better art book that has, like, enough to keep your art going until it reaches like level 10. Such a weird system. Okay, can I please kill this thing so I can just go backwards a little bit now? Yeah. I still don't know what the fuck got me last time, and I'm very confused about that, because I didn't see anything that should have killed me, and just kind of died out of nowhere, which was fucking bizarre, to say the least. Didn't really make any goddamn sense. Probably proc some stupid ability on the enemy, actually. I don't know. Whatever, though. Alright, let's keep trying and see if we can get it this time. I'm sorry this is taking so long. I didn't think this enemy would fucking give me a hurdle that I had to overcome. I kind of struggled a bit more than I was expecting with the last boss, because I didn't have the right gear on at first, and when I switched, it thankfully got a little easier. Yeah. Ugh. Annoying that a bunch of normal enemies are causing me grief right now. Give me a second or two. I'm just thinking like what all I have that I want to talk about. That's like some stuff that I can bring up. There's a few things though. Oh wait. Oh yeah. Well, actually, I was gonna save that topic. I'll save it. Yeah, there's something else I'll talk about anyway. Give me a second or two. I know something I want to talk about, and I'm struggling to remember exactly what it was. God damn it! I hate this problem of like me streaming. This is a problem I mentioned before, but like in general, it's really annoying. Like streaming and then finding that like when you come to stream, you can't like remember topics you want to talk about. That always bothers me when that happens. Never making it easy to like remember anything. It feels awkward too. There we go. Good. Okay, we need to knock it down. Oh, I remember now. I want to talk about sandbox games for... What the hell is going on here? I need a moment to like look over the footage. Why am I dying randomly? I'm sorry, what the fuck is killing me? Oops, wrong menu. I need to see this and see what's going on here. What the fuck the game's doing to me. I don't think there's a fast forward on this, unfortunately, which is really annoying. It'd be very helpful if there was, though. Okay, got toppled. I mean, see this, like, pink thing up on it? Oh, I think I see what happens, which is... Oh, this enemy's got a really bullshit effect on it, I think. I didn't notice it until now. It seems like if you attack this thing while it's got its, like, health spiked in a weird way, it insta-kills you, which is kind of a shitty gimmick. I feel like I forgot about that, because it's not a very common thing in enemies. But yeah, it's using some self-protection mechanism where it like, if you damage it, it ends up damaging you back when you hit it, so it's been killing me through that every time I charge it after, like, a chain attack. That pisses me off, actually. Like, that is such a bullshit mechanic to lose to. It's not a big deal, but, like, oh yeah, you're playing good against the enemy, so now you die. Like, what kind of shitty way is that to treat the player? Whatever, we're gonna fucking take care of it either way. Is it just me, or was there another enemy over here? Because I saw like a sliver of health but like no enemy. Okay, we need to go back again. I'm gonna do what I did before, even though I don't know why it's like actually like using that ability more when I kill the other two, but when it's alone, I see using that like less when I kill the other two. When it's alone, to manage to use it far more often. Maybe it's doing it as a mechanism for like me getting a chain attack on it. Which is annoying because my auto attack is like strong enough that every time I like chain attack it, that like two auto attacks from Shulk are all I need for attacks, and only kill Shulk. Literally the game playing, oh yeah, stop hitting yourself, which is fucking annoying. Oh well, whatever. I'm gonna make sure this time we don't have that issue, hopefully. Anyway, like I was saying, I got another topic I want to talk about. How do you guys feel about, like, sandbox games? I'm curious, like, there's a lot of them out there. I kind of want to talk about that for a little bit. I feel like since I brought up Minecraft earlier that I wanted to talk about this topic in general a little bit. I played, like, quite a few of them, and I don't really mind them. I'm not sure I'm big on them, but I feel like whenever I play sandbox stuff, I don't ever, like, end up, like, doing anything meaningful for whatever reason. I don't know if anybody can relate to that. I end up, like, wasting my time doing whatever and not really spending my time doing anything meaningful. Like, it doesn't really seem to matter, like, what sandbox game it is. I always have this same problem. Let's see, and the ones I have played, I played like Gmod, because Gmod's pretty fun. I like Gmod. It's good to goof around in. A lot of things to do in Gmod, and just a good game overall, in my opinion. don't think a chain attack's a good idea, actually. I think if I'm gonna attack this thing, I should probably stick to using the meter to try and weaken it until it's nearly dead, and then I can chain attack at the very end. Oh, shit, actually. That's not good to get Ryan back up on his feet. Really wish that I could... Oh, God, my health is getting low, too. I was gonna say, I need to get Dunban a healing skill. Doesn't have anything, but I can't really influence that, because I think his healing skill comes around like level 50 or something at minimum. I think I might be close, but I'm not actually sure if I can afford the chain attack right now or not. Nah, if I chain attacked, I probably wouldn't be able to get the last bit of health, and I don't want that stupid ability triggering again for the fucking millionth time. But yeah, talking about sandbox stuff, and I felt like I could talk about it a little more. Please tell me that's enough to fucking revive me. Okay, good, it is. No, please, don't fucking make this not where I can't fucking kill it. Oh my god, I tried my best to rush in and get a kill. I need to shut up for just a second here, because this fucking lizard nearly lived. That was close. Annoying enemy designs, or not designs, but like annoying enemy shit to deal with sometimes like that. That thing pushed me really far trying to kill it. Okay, right, like I was saying, yeah, I've had this problem with, like, sandbox games, like I said. I like them, they're fun, but I never know what to do with them. I mean, not all of them are bad, obviously. I think Mario Odyssey qualifies as a sandbox game, and I'm not even gonna say they're bad, because I genuinely talking about, like, an issue I'd have particularly, like, getting bored with them and not knowing what to do. Figured I'd ask, like, opinions on what you guys feel about when it comes to, like, sandbox games and, like, what are your favorites. I feel like it's a fun topic to discuss. One thing that I hear thrown out there, like, fairly commonly that I've never actually played and had some interest in, I thought about checking out Rust before. I've never played Rust and I hear a lot about it, but also hear Rust has not the greatest community and is not a great game, so I've kind of avoided playing it. And to be honest, like the times I've watched people stream it, it looks like it can be a mess and just not very good. I don't know, I've never played it. I just seem like an outsider's perspective, and it doesn't look pretty from that point of view. Thanks, I appreciate it. I mean, I had to work pretty damn hard to get rid of that fucking enemy after goddamn dying like multiple times over an annoying mechanic like that. I feel like I should have fucking picked up on the fact that it was killing me from my own damage sooner, but I guess sometimes just don't notice those things. Ugh. Let's see here. Oh yeah, another one I remember, just like trying to discuss a feud before I switch my topic. Like, I remember one, like, that a lot of people talk about, actually. It's that Ark Survival Evolved thing. I don't know if anybody here has played it. I know the devs of Ark have, like, a reputation for being, like, not great, and also they apparently abandon a lot of the shit they do in their game and don't finish, like, a lot of their ideas, so there's more than enough people who talk about Ark being a shit show of a game and having really bad developers. I don't know, like, the whole story about it. Any of you guys in the chat played the game? I've thought about checking it out. I think I got it from, like, a thing from GameStop, like, a few years ago, actually. Like, I know the manager, and I got, like, a code for free. She gave it to me because I bought a lot of stuff there. I haven't really ever bothered to play it though, from like the quality, and also I haven't been playing PC games like very often, even though I have a Steam. I just, for whatever reason, I played Steam stuff like really infrequently actually. Never played it. I'm not surprised. I don't know how many people actually buy it to begin with, and doesn't have a great reputation, so yeah. Apparently they abandoned it like not that long ago to like work on a new game, and I think they left some stuff in the game unfinished, so yeah, I'm not surprised. I hear the Switch version of Ark is like really laggy and really poorly optimized too, so there's that. Also, my fucking nose is like really bothering me right now and really giving me a lot of problems, so I'm gonna have to mute the mic in a bit if I feel a sneeze coming on. Ugh, nasty. What is that? I see like a shadow in the sky and I can't look at it. Well, whatever. It looks like it's a dragon or something on the horizon that I was seeing there. Anyway, I have a little more I want to talk about for the whole sandbox topic, but not that much. Just like one other game that comes to mind. You guys know about the forest, right? Because the forest is like really big and a lot of people play it. I think it's like meant to have like some horror theming to it, even though I don't think the horror aspect is like really well done. I've never played that actually. I know it's like a survival game. I have like a lot of interest in checking it out to see what it plays like, and I've seen a lot of people do different playthroughs of it. Thought about maybe streaming it at one point or another. I don't know if the gameplay is any good. It's a weird game, and I watched like some of the story, and the fucking strangest, this goddamn storyline for a sandbox game. Like, it's very, very simplistic. You like crash land in like a forest, obviously, and on top of this, like, I think you play as like a father and your son gets like separated from you, and you have to like go about an island trying to save him from cannibals. I don't really understand it very much, but it gets really fucking weird as the story goes on, unless I'm thinking of for another game. But I think you like discover like some weird like area in the game as you keep playing. Hold on a second, let's get this thing fucking turned on now that we finally got into this area like I was wanting to, and can finally get partway moving towards where I wanted to. Also, shit, if I realized I had to do this and like go through and turn on this gate shit, I would have probably saved like my Xenoblade session until like I finished this little bit off in the story, but fuck it, I'll do another part of this like really soon. We might do like one bit of it tonight and part of it tomorrow if I feel like I'm not gonna do a whole lot. Let me check my clock actually. 7:10 is what my computer says, so I'll see where we're at when we get done with like the end of reaching the other gate thing we gotta open up. Hold on a second. Oh, do I have to travel like really far to reach the other end? Oh, I'm gonna make this happen, I don't care. Get the gate opened, and then I might change my stream plan just a little bit to do like another part of this tomorrow. I don't know. Anyway, trying to think where I was talking about. Talking about the forest? Oh yeah, now I remember. Talking about like the storyline, so give me just a second. Oh yeah, you go and, like, I remember like that's a weird plot line. You're in an area, your kid's kidnapped by cannibals, and then a weird twist came near the end, unless I'm taking this for something else, and I don't think I was, but like you find like a building, I think, like as you get through the story, and like this like civilization, like the cannibals, they're not very intelligent. They're like, they don't have like a very strong structure, and they don't seem like the smartest group like technologically, but like as you get in the story later, apparently there's like a weird building that's like there and more modern than like anything else in the story, and you find like a bunch of weird technology in it, and like I think there's like remains of your son or something. Maybe I am misremembering this, but like I remember it taking a weird turn. You can like find like parts of them and try to revive them. It took a really bizarre turn to it, really strange fucking game that I've thought about playing. Don't know if I would like. You guys remember like the Game Awards, or maybe it wasn't at the Game Awards, but like I think it was last year's they announced like a sequel to The Forest, because I recall seeing something like that like really recently. I just found that really surprising, because I didn't expect a game like that would get a sequel, especially not at the Game Awards of all places. Maybe it wasn't the Game Awards, maybe I'm thinking of something else, maybe it was like more recent than I remember, but I recall seeing this recently. I gotta say, like, I'm not sure how I feel about the Game Awards as of like whole lately. They haven't been as interesting as I imagine last year. Like, the whole thing that was going on with last year's was kind of meh. There were some alright announcements, and then the end announcement was absolutely just anticlimactic with the fucking Need for Speed game. Looked like it came out like 2 generations ago. It was like the final game announcement. That was just disappointing. Sometimes I wonder like how in touch like gamers like the industry actually is, especially when you look back at like past E3s and see how dumb, and I hate to like overuse a word that's already overused, but like how cringy some of the like E3 press conferences are, like even some of the Game Awards stuff, like some of the stuff they show sometimes makes it seem like they have no idea what their fans are interested in. Might just be me, but I don't know. I don't know how people feel on that matter. Apparently the big thing surrounding like the Game Awards last year and the final announcement that I was talking about is like apparently there was like rumor that Valve was going to be at the Game Awards and they were going to announce like another Half-Life Alyx trailer when it came to the Game Awards, and apparently they pulled out of the Game Awards to do like their own announcement later. I don't think there was ever like a proper explanation like what was happening with that. And the whole thing felt really weird, like there just wasn't a lot that was exciting. There was some interesting neat stuff, but nothing amazing. Remember they first name dropped PS5 like there, even though I think everybody expected it to be called PS5. Ugh. How's everything holding up in chat? I haven't seen any messages in a while. Just gonna check to make sure there's not any issues. Make sure everything's working the way it should. I haven't checked on it in some time and I haven't seen any messages. So shit, this thing is really fucking hitting me hard and a lot. There's like a lot of attacks in these 2 enemies. Whatever. Ugh. Oh god, not right now. Why do I have to lose every... Or even, I think I'm about to back up. This thing's fucking already took out my party and I only have like Shulk now. I'm probably trying to run before I keep talking. You might note that Summer Games Fest thing is still going on right now. Okay. It's not a big deal. I saw there were like 2 people and it says 1 now, but like I know C's had to go, so he hasn't been talking in the chat, but I want to make sure chat didn't break on me or something since there weren't any messages. Just making sure. You might know if the Summer Games Festival thing is still going on. Actually, I've been watching that whenever it happened, and obviously I think summertime is pretty much over by this point, but I've been like trying to keep up with all the announcements that came out of that, and I haven't seen anything recently. I'd imagine, yeah, they probably ended it, but I didn't know like when the exact start date and end date were, and it was going on for some time. I know that was meant to replace E3 this year in a way, like, because didn't really have a lot going on, so all these companies kind of banded together to make the replacement for E3 since there wasn't anything to talk about. Especially because of the virus, though. Oh, man. I really hope next year things can go back to normal. Obviously, it's dependent on whether or not they can make a vaccine, but yeah, this virus has really fucking drained the fun out of everyday life, and not really anything you can do right now about it. Also, it's interfered with, like, yeah, games and entertainment as a whole. There's something I heard about that I found like really weird, really interesting, and heard about it on like a streamer's stream that I normally watch. Like, I was listening to a Vinesaw stream. I talk about those every now and then. And, well, I'm just gonna say this. He mentioned like a thing that was going on with like sports and baseball. There was like a thing where apparently they've been doing something for the lack of like crowds, and they've allowed people to like buy tickets and have like a cardboard cutout apparently like sitting in the audience in place of where they'd be at. Why? I have no idea, like, why you would want to buy a ticket, have a fucking cutout, watch like a ball game. That doesn't make any sense to me. It just sounds really fucking weird. But apparently they can put these down and they can have the cutout like placed in the stands, and it can be like set up to catch a ball, and if they get it like in the same seat where the cutout's at, they'll send you the ball from like the spot where the little cardboard cutout was. I heard this and I was like shocked about this and found the idea like both stupid and kind of hilarious, and just like, what the fuck? What are we doing with our society right now? I know there's a virus, but like, are people really this desperate to be participating in events that they're like paying to have like a cardboard cutout or some figure of them like in a fucking area where a baseball game is taking place, just so they can have like some sentiment of being able to like pretend like they were at the event? Because that just sounds alien to me and fucking weird and kind of crazy. That the idea doesn't sound like something any normal person would ever try to do, and I don't really quite understand why you would want to pay for that in the first place, actually. Oh, of course, we can't fucking go after fucking... I was like, we can't go after a fucking topple on this thing because it won't fucking inflict breaks with flying. Lovely. Whatever. But yeah, that's weird. I'd have to look. I'm curious what all strange shit has probably popped up over like the course of the coronavirus, thanks to all the shit happening in like ruining everyday society. I just found that really funny and really goddamn weird. I'm sure there's other sporting events that are doing similar shit. I gotta say, I've been wanting to... Like, I don't normally like traveling, but I have been wanting to get out and do, like, some traveling ever since I moved into my apartment, just to, like, see some newer places. I think when I went out to, like, Los Angeles and back in, like, what was it, 2018 for E3, I visited that year. Or I kind of got an urge to go out and travel more. I'm not even the type who travels much or likes it a lot, but I guess now that I have the opportunity to go out and do stuff on my own, it's a little more appealing than being stuck with my parents and I have to go out and travel. I'm just gonna leave Ryan to heal himself. He's got an ability for it. Okay, good. He actually utilized it. For a shield. There's a lot of boss enemies around here, actually. They're like standing in the way of where the switch is that I need to reach. By the way, I'm not sure how many people are listening. I know that like people are watching, and I'm seeing like a lot of chat messages. Like I said, I'm not trying to make a big deal out of it, but like, yeah, this is like a topic I kind of want to bring up anyway. I'm curious to like hear what like some of you guys like favorite. Whoops, I could have totally got another turn out of that. Fuck. Whatever. Yeah, I'm curious to hear what some of you guys like favorite vacation spots have been over like course of like well, really, just any time, like, out your lives, like, where you've been that you've liked visiting. I've never been, like, out of the country I live in. I've stayed in America for all my vacations. I've thought about trying to go out of the country at least once and never bothered, but wouldn't mind doing it at one point or another. I've been through pretty much all the vacation places I've been through have been in like the United States, and I forget, I think I've been out of state a few times. Not like very often though. Don't go to any vacation spots. Yeah, I could see that. I think I was listening to one of your streams and you mentioned like going to America. I've never, like I said, I've never actually left my country, and I live in America, so I've never really been to any other countries to experience what it's like in a different one, even though I have definitely considered it. I feel like it'd be a fun experience to see another country for at least once. See, I think most of the places I've been to actually have unfortunately been like cities in America, or cities in, and what I was meant to say was Texas, because I live in Texas, and while I would like to get out and like see more places, I just haven't. I've been out of state at least once or twice. I forget if I've been out of state at least twice. Yeah, I was trying to think if I had been out more than my own trip. I remember when I was younger, I went out. Actually, I didn't technically I've been out of state like several times, but not like very often. Like for where, like a little bit of reference, actually, like where I live in Texas, I live like really close to like the border between like where like Oklahoma and Texas is. So I've been to Oklahoma like a few times and visited there just like because of family, and like it's also really close by. I think I've been to Oklahoma like once or twice at least, maybe more. I've been down that way, I'm pretty sure. Also, let's see, I went to Arizona with like my grandmother back a long time ago when I was younger. I was interested in the trip, and I gotta say it was a boring trip. I didn't really like it very much, and probably one of the least fun and vacations I've been on. Just like not anything to really do while I was there. We messed around a little bit and did stuff. I don't remember what we went there for exactly. I just remember there was nothing exciting. I've been in America a few times. It's not a frequent thing. 5 years. Yeah, I'm not really the type that gets out like too much. I mean, I travel a little bit, and I normally go to visit my brother, but that's probably like the extent that I travel normally. Yeah, Arizona is like the one place I do remember going out to on my own, not on my own, with my grandparent. You know what I'm talking about, like I said that earlier. I've been with them to Arizona, and I think there was one other location. Well, see, I talked about Oklahoma, talked about going to Arizona, talked about Los Angeles. So actually, I've just been those three that I've been out of state to. I'm not actually sure if I remember if I've been out of any others or not. I've been to quite a bit. I've also been to a lot of cities in Texas. I think that's natural because, like, out of all the states in America, Texas is like the second biggest state, I'm pretty sure. Might be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure we got second biggest, only being like outsized by like Antarctica. So we've got a pretty big state with a lot of stuff in it. It's a pretty good state, at least part of the time. There's a lot to like about it, but there's also some parts that are not great. I'll be open. Like, I still like Texas, though. I've been living here most of my life, and I do think it's a alright state, honestly. Not like I wouldn't mind moving out of America, though, because there's probably some better places, especially with the way our presidency is right now. And I mean, the healthcare system in America is total trash, but whatever. That's a discussion for another time. Also something I don't really feel like opening up that can of worms for. I talked about it a little bit yesterday, and I don't want to discuss it too much again immediately, and I don't really want to get too political in the streams. I don't mind it, but I feel like there's a point in time to like discuss politics, and right now is probably not the time for it. That's something that's like really difficult to deal with in streaming, though. Having to like figure out like how to deal with like talking about politics and religion in general. Like sometimes it's good to talk about it, but like normally just in general, like I come to the stream to like avoid talking about controversial shit and not have to deal with like loaded topics. So hearing somebody bring up politics can be a mess and make it a little stress-inducing. It's not a lot of fun hearing that in the stream. Although there's definitely points where it's a good thing to discuss it a little bit. Whew. I'm not going to talk about that topic too much. Like I said, I don't want to get like involved in a politics discussion, though. I just say that I'm not exactly pleased with how everything is in America right now. I know there's places that are worse off, and I know there's places that are better off, but I'm not going to get into an argument over that, especially. Oh yeah, there was something I could bring up actually that was like mentioned earlier. It's not a big deal, just another bit of like news that I found that I had saw like Nintendo related stuff. It's really small, but I mean, maybe not for anybody who watches the stream and who lives in the area, but like apparently Switch is coming to Brazil, like, and I think it's gonna be like sometime this year or early next year. I don't know the exact day when that's happening. It's worth the transfer to these seals on the... Okay, yeah, we already released the seals that we needed to actually fucking progress the story like I wanted to, which that took a lot longer than I was hoping it would, which is annoying. But yeah, Switch is getting a release and like Brazil, and I don't know anybody personally who lives in Brazil, but it's kind of nice to see it get like released in other countries. All I saw in like the advertising thing Nintendo was doing was like pictures of Mario Kart on the Switch, so who knows how extensive the launch will be, but good for them. They haven't had Nintendo stuff in a long while, and they deserve the chance to play Nintendo games like everybody else does, so they want to purchase it, then happy they're getting the Switch. Ugh. There is a little bit other news that I want to talk about, but I feel like I might save it. Just some weird stuff I noticed about, like... Well, it's a thing from China, really, and that's all I'm going to say for right now. I think the news I'm thinking of involved Tencent, though, so... Yeah. There's a few new news articles that I forgot to bring up and didn't mention. Yeah, fucking memes from Vine Sauce. I still don't know how the fuck that Brazil meme even started. Old one. Please come to Brazil! Like, that, it's not even a Vine Sauce meme, that's just a meme that's old as shit that you see posted all over the internet. Please come to Brazil! Like, where did this get its origin from? I know people actually wanted, like, celebrities and stuff to come to Brazil, but it's like, where did this even start from? Such a weird thing to look at and see. Oh, man. I could probably... Actually, you know, like, I just got started discussing this and, like, into this rabbit hole, and I could probably talk about meme stuff for quite some time, actually, and discuss, like, different memes that I remember seeing. I hate to say it, I think I'm probably gonna actually, like, I don't know when I mentioned before, like, some of you guys probably didn't hear this because I talked about it on a prior stream, and I don't know if anybody was watching right now heard it, but I was talking about, like, how over the weekend, I'm expecting my brother's gonna have another kid. They were supposed to be having, like, my brother's wife is having a pregnancy, and that they've already been through, like, the phases and, like, waiting several months, and I think they were scheduled to have a baby in, like, August, so I think my parents like told me recently they're expecting my brother's next kid is going to be coming in like this weekend, like Saturday or something. Like nobody knows like the date, obviously, exactly when it's going to happen, but expecting to see another baby soon, so I'm going to have to delay my stream plans a little bit, and on top of that, meaning I'm probably going to have to do another session of Xenoblade next week, even though I want to do this big section that I just started on and, like, actually progress the story. Just the fact this took me longer than I wanted to, and also got a bit of a late start and got stuck a little bit, which wasn't what I was hoping to happen, which is annoying. Right, now we got Prison Island open, though. Oh, wait, there's gonna be another thing here where I have to fight an enemy, probably, but that's okay, I'll deal with it.
Recon. And something we've never seen before.
Actually, I don't know how much I've got. Well, it might be an hour-ish. I'm just thinking, like, how much I need to deal with before I get to the end of this part, and I think it's still got a bit. I was gonna say, if it's only gonna be like 30 or 40 minutes, it might be good to tackle it now, but I kind of want to go ahead and stop in a little bit, because I don't want to stream like super late. This was meant to be a short session, just ended up having a little bit of hiccup and trying to get by some of the enemies here. Alright, little mini boss here, I guess. About an hour. That's not too bad then. That can work for what I was wanting to do. That can work for like the part 5 where I actually go in and go into the next bit of the story without too much issue. Also, thanks, I appreciate that. I mean, kind of nice to be an uncle at the same time. It's also, it's not the best feeling because like I try to interact with my current niece and doesn't really want to interact with me. She's scared of me, and I've tried to be friendly, just won't approach me and just doesn't let me really talk to her too much. Just depressing to say the least. I'm not too upset about it. She's only like 4 years old, but yeah, knowing that I might go through that again, another kid from my brother's side, makes me feel a little sad. I'm trying to see if I can get a better relationship with the next one, but I don't know. I mean, obviously there's still a long time. They'll get older, and I'll be able to talk to them more when they're older, but still. I'd like to have my own kids one day, obviously, but I mean, that's not completely under my control. Oh my god. Let me get to the chain attack already. I'm like ready to kill this thing and be done. Oh boy. I feel like I had more I wanted to talk about earlier and I don't remember. It just genuinely does bother me that I try to stream and then I forget shit that I want to talk about. I don't know if you guys can relate to this. It's like it's just a thing that I wanted to talk about for a second or two. I personally, whenever I'm like not streaming, it feels like I can sit down and like brainstorm and like think of like all these things I want to talk about, but when I come to when it comes to like streaming, I end up forgetting what I'm going to talk about and not remembering like part of the stuff that I had in mind, and I end up just sitting here. I'll think of things to talk about and talk about stuff, but like then I start to have these blank periods, and part of it's me not even remembering the shit I wanted to talk about before I'd started stream. It's annoying when this stuff happens too. It's like I have so much that I have in mind that I forget, and it bothers me. Ugh.
We're losing time here. We still haven't reached the island.
Ricky, go to island!
Right, okay. There we go. Got done with that part, which is what I was hoping to. I will save the game and stop, actually, because I don't feel like I want to charge onto the island and do more. I mean, we still got quite a bit of good story stuff that's left in this chapter, and I'm more than happy to do the rest of Prison Island on my next time I play this, which I think is going to have to be on, like, Sunday, Monday or something. Maybe not. I don't know exactly what day, but if I do it tomorrow, it means taking away time from the plan I already had set up for this week, and I'd like to focus on finishing the games I was going to finish rather than trying to play more Xenoblade, so yeah, I'm just going to stick to my original goal, and I'm glad I could stuff in like an extra Xenoblade session, though, and play it again if not playing it in like a month. Anyway, now that I'm done, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the stream. I'll be back tomorrow, and we'll be doing the finale of the Yoshi's Island prototype. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.